Hello and welcome to LabGab, a talk show about the virtual world of Second Life. I'm your host, Strawberry Linden, and today we are at NatureCon 2022, which is a 2-week virtual conference seeking to unite and inspire collaboration between communities under the shared goal of promoting exploration of nature across the grid. I am sitting here with all of the organizers and collaborators, well, I think not all, but some of this event. Welcome to the show, everybody. Say hi. How are you guys doing?
Hi,
Hello.
Hello.
So I am gonna introduce you all one by one. I'd like to start off with Yukiko and Soull. Both of you have been on LabGab before during Black History Month, and you gave me a wonderful tour of Eatonville Living History Museum. I love that. Now, NatureCon was your idea, and I would love to learn more about why you both decided to, do this, and why did you want to collaborate on this project? But before, let's give a little bit of introduction to the audience. How long have you been in Second Life, and what do you do here? Why don't we start with you, Soull?
Hi, thank you, Strawberry. I'm Soull Starlight. I've been in SL for 15 years, and I've always been passionate about travel and exploration. I actually started SL as an anthropology study in college, and over the years, I've marveled in the human condition as expressed in SL, especially through art and design. I've always loved to enjoy and add to the creativity expressed in SL, and I currently share that as an experience creator, designing mainland homes and locations for all to enjoy. In my virtual free time, I enjoy DFS gardening, driving around mainland, and working with community groups to encourage exploration and adventure.
I love it. You do so much, and I am loving the look of your avatar right now. I needed to add that in. So I'm going to move on to Yukiko. Yes. Tell us more about yourself, Yukiko.
Hello, I'm Yukiko Yeshto. I too have been in Second Life for about 15 years now, and it never ceased to amaze me how thriving this world is. Of course, like for everybody else, my interests changed from time to time. For example, when I started, I was involved with roleplay communities. Nowadays, my virtual life revolves around being creative, connecting, and collaborating with people around the grid and offering community events from tours around mainland and Belisaria to such huge experiences like NatureCon, and sometimes I spice it up by joining some speedy drift tandem competitions.
Amazing. You do so much in Second Life. I'm always amazed by all the stuff that you're involved in, especially your mainland tours. Those are a lot of fun. So can you tell us, how did you guys get the idea to start NatureCon?
I'm happy to. So when Yukiko and I had our very first conversation about NatureCon, I mentioned, what if we did a conference, but like a tech conference for SL? Mm-hmm. I've personally spoken at and had booths at a ton of tech conferences in real life in the past. And I always love getting a swag bag and collecting swag, stopping at interesting booths to learn more about a topic, and meeting with other folks that are interested in the field.
Yes, and as we talked about that idea of tech conferences in Second Life in Instant Message, we realized that we were both each on our own, visiting forest locations on mainland at the same time. It turned out that these locations were also part of the Nature Collective, one of our collaborators, by the way. I love the community idea behind this project because in my daily Second Life and with the projects I'm involved in with, I'm always trying to network and bring people together in an attempt that more Second Life users get to know these communities, especially if they are located on the mainland continents and or Belisaria. Soull and I have collaborated for educational events before because we both love to learn daily about topics where we feel that it is an important cause to support and about which we love to make more people aware. So I suggested the conference being nature themed. The rest is history.
Awesome. So how many collaborators and Second Life destinations are involved in this massive event?
We actually have more than 60 collaborators. That blows my mind.
Wow.
But they all come from various communities and projects with different focuses. What they all have in common, of course, is their love for nature and exploring such places, as well as their passion to create something for the broader community of Second Life. So they're community leaders and members, they're landscapers, content creators, performers, and live artists. They're social media experts, or they're just individual people or groups who just wanted to support our event and the goals for it. It was really hard to track down like an actual number of how many destinations there are, since many of the location owners are often of a collective of various landowners who join forces to offer locations to enjoy. So some of the landowners may not have one, but actually various themed parcels that they offer around the grid. If we had to guesstimate, we're probably talking about like 100 or more destinations represented in some way here.
Amazing. That is incredible. So what are your goals and intentions with this project, apart from the obvious to share your love for nature?
We wanted to combine the nature theme with encouraging people to explore and travel nature spaces within Second Life, especially on mainland continents and Belisaria, and as well to celebrate community. For example, through the simple fact that we all came together to collaborate for the same purpose. Everyone who is involved, like we said, comes from different, comes also from various backgrounds. And this can be a challenge, of course, but I think I can speak for all of us that in our case, it was a very fruitful process from the very start and turned into a great and adventurous journey for everyone. And we are really grateful for everyone who shared their many experiences, suggestions, and skills with us to make NatureCon a success and really something special. For example, one of our team members, Ayami, also raised the topic of accessibility and shared quite a few insights and ideas how this could be achieved.
Well, this is the perfect time to introduce Ayami. Ayami, can you tell us more about yourself and how you got involved with NatureCon?
Absolutely. I have always been passionate about virtual worlds, and that led me to Second Life over 17 years ago.
Wow.
Today I'm the general manager of Teagle, and together with my virtual family, we founded a mainland community of Moorcroft and the Show Society, which is an organization that focuses on the production of community building events and performances. Moorcroft is how I met Yuki through her mainland tours, as you mentioned, and much like the others here with us, we met and just couldn't help but keep collaborating ever since.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Ayami. Can you tell us what accessibility is exactly, and why is it so important, especially in a virtual world like Second Life? And what have you done at NatureCon to achieve that here?
Yeah, so accessibility is founded in the idea that everyone should be able to participate as much as possible in the world around them, in spite of any individual limitations or challenges. It's about doing better as a society to be sure that everyone can be included. Like so many others in Second Life, I'm disabled, so this is especially personal for me. Right. It's probably not surprising that so much of my time in Second Life is about participating in the types of activities that I can no longer enjoy safely in my first life because of physical limitations. It's not quite the same thing as the real thing. It's surprising how close we can come, however, to fulfilling the dreams and desires just in this virtual space. My very first memory as a child was on the back of a horse. And when I'm here creating new memories with people in the equestrian community, even though it's virtual, I still get that same incredibly visceral sense of fulfillment from these activities.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Another example in how I interface with Second Life as a disabled person is that I'm hearing impaired. And for a long time, I almost never had to actually disclose this to anyone because when we were online, we all typed.
Right.
But as technology improves, however, I'm finding that more and more people prefer to use voice instead of typing. And this actually reduces my personal accessibility within Second Life and online in general. There's other people, though, for whom the opposite's true. And for various reasons, they require voice to better communicate, and they're actually gaining more chances to do so. It's situations like this where, thankfully, there's a lot of understanding folks around us. And like today, we were able to just take an extra moment to work together and find solutions so that everybody could feel more inclusive here. Coming back to the NatureCon build, the team was really supportive when I had some questions, and they had really creative solutions. When they began to talk about the sounds of nature that they were using, I asked them how this could be enjoyed by others like myself, and they decided that they would add written descriptions of the auditory experience that's happening around you as you're exploring the event, so that even if you can't hear it, you're aware that something is happening. We also talked about how even something not entirely functional, or not entirely needed, like a disability parking space or accessible ramps versus stairs, could actually just make somebody who needs these in the first life feel more seen. Mm-hmm. And despite us not needing to walk in Second Life, these things just feel nice to know that others are thinking about them.
Yeah, you're so right. We often don't think about it, and it's wonderful that NatureCon is such an inclusive event, and hopefully it will be a pleasant experience for everyone that visits. Thank you, and Ayami, for that information. I'm going to move forward to the rest of the team here. We also have we don't have Georgina Rowley on stage. She is also part of the team, but unfortunately could not make it to the show today. However, we'd still like to learn more about her. So Zoe, why don't you tell us about Georgina first, and then we can talk about you after that.
Sure, I'd love to. Georgina is super excited to be part of the NatureCon team to spread her love of the SL mainland. She's been a long-term mainland resident for over 7 years now, with places all over the grid. And her current project is building and landscaping at Soull Starlight. Soull Starlight is a Welsh-themed village in Geogot that rests along the Zany Zen Railway. And it's a communally owned space with 10 collaborative landowners that has really grown out of a shared love for all things mainland.
Wonderful. I'm loving all the love for mainland here. I love it. Thank you. So Zoe, can you tell us a bit about yourself now and how you got involved with NatureCon?
Sure. I'm Zoe Fudibu, a librarian in all worlds and a lover of travel and nature. And I actually first heard about NatureCon through Ayame. Mm-hmm. She told me about all the amazing folks involved in NatureCon and their plans for highlighting mainland communities, and I immediately asked how I could help. I've lived on the mainland for the better part of the last decade, and not only has it continually sparked my creativity, but it also led to me meeting so many incredible people from just all around the world. And actually, those friendships and a strong sense of community are what have kept me in Second Life all these years. And I think my current Second Life home of Soull Starlight is the very essence of those values. Soull Starlight, as I mentioned before, is a British Welsh-inspired mainland community of cooperative individual landowners. And as one of its community managers, I encourage and coordinate gardening as one of our community's pastimes. And it's that love of getting outside and connecting with the earth in cooperation and communion with friends, both old and new, that I'm hoping to highlight here as one of the many wonderful facets of NatureCon.
Amazing. A decade on mainland. That's awesome. A lot of mainlanders here today. Thank you so much, Zoe. So we also have Becca, and unfortunately, Becca cannot come on voice. But I actually know of Becca because I actually love watching her YouTube videos. She does a lot of travel videos on her YouTube channel. So if you should follow her on YouTube if you haven't already. And Soull, can you tell us a little bit about Becca?
Absolutely. I am happy to actually share Becca's world. excuse me. So just hi, I'm Becca Ordinary. I've been in Second Life for a long time and fell in love with it all over again when they rolled out Bellisaria. I jumped into the idea of community there and have been actively involved in many different groups and social activities in Belly. I was invited to work with NatureCon as a blogger and artist, and just loved the ideas so much I offered to help with more and ended up here. This is a remarkable group of people. Oh, thank you, Becca. And I'm very pleased to be here with them. Even indoors on computers, many of us love to be outside in our virtual lives, and it's just brilliant that NatureCon can help raise awareness of places and products and activities that exist here, as well as inspire new ones. I love all of the positive energy. Thanks, Becca.
Thank you, Becca, for being here virtually at least, and thank you, Soull, for introducing her. I'm going to go all the way to the other side of the row over here and pick on Cranston. Hi. I know your work very well and have seen a lot of different activities that you're involved with, but let's have you tell our viewers more about yourself and your work here in Second Life and NatureCon.
Yes. Hi, I'm Cranston Yordstorm, and I guess the big thing that got me into Second Life was performing live. I'm a performing artist in real life, and the live performance idea seemed a natural fit. But one of the things I do when I'm not on stage is I'm also a landscaper. I'm mostly on mainland, working with BJoF resident and Fiore Freeman, who I think you interviewed with one of her podcasts through Operation Mainland. And like others in the group, we redevelop previously abandoned properties into explorable spaces. The largest one is probably the GlastonBelli Redwood Forest and the continent of Corsica that is represented here at NatureCon, and part of the Corsica South Coasters group, which has its goal to promote art, nature, and exploring. Fun. Now my real source of real life design inspiration for landscaping comes from nature, comes from my experience in the Pacific Northwestern United States. I was in awe of the towering redwood and sequoia trees, and almost all of my builds have some aspect of giant pine forest. I think the thing that draws me to them is the sheer size, which really puts things into perspective and reminds me of the small space my human frame takes up on the planet. That's the frame of reference I intend to put in all my landscape designs. Yeah.
Wonderful.
The volcano is another aspect of nature taking precedence over humans, right? It actually goes off on its own every 30 to 40 minutes. There's no timer on it. If you look at the recent 2018 Hawaiian Mount Kilauea eruption and the destruction that it caused, it's just another example of just how little control we humans have over our environment. Although a fantastic point of view is from Zoe, who is a local Hawaiian Islander and one of the NatureCon team members, hello Zoe, who reminded me the volcanoes were here first, and that we are merely stewards of the land, and rather than thinking of the lava flow as a destructive force, it's more earth-centered to think of the lava flows as created by nature and to think better about any kind of future land development in those areas. As far as like interesting conflicts that arose during the design process, an interesting one happened when I came up with the idea of actually having the lava flow extend from the volcano and run around into other builds. And it would understandably create havoc and other build team ideas, although there's a part of me that was imagining that as being part of the challenge and fun, but the short time turnaround frame, it would have taken a lot more time to figure out. Fortunately, Soull and I came up with a solution which actually managed to put the Connection Cafe where it is. And so we worked together and come up with a great solution to have it just flow in a different direction. It really turned out, I was pretty proud of that part of it.
It's amazing. I love the volcano here. I hope we can take a little tour later and you can show us a little bit of it. Thank you for that, Cranston. You a lot of stuff that you work on over here in Second Life, and I love all the nature themed, or projects that you have going on. So now I'm going to pick on Bryce. Please tell us more about yourself and how you're involved with NatureCon.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
I am Bryce Sun. I discovered NatureCon actually through my best friend M, who is the founder of the Nature Collective, and that is a group dedicated to cultivating communities around sims and spaces and projects that share a common focus on nature. Through my desire to not only encourage and support M with her work and in nature through the Nature Collective, I found myself excited to get involved with NatureCon on quite a few different levels. and have had fun with that. My time in Second Life has been spent in medieval roleplay, running RP sims, building cities and towns, running clubs, DJing, photography, and helping other people bring their ideas and creations to life. After discovering Yavanna's mainland pods during last year's 18th birthday, Second Life's 18th birthday, and I got to see how amazing those little pods were zipping around, and the pop-up information that we got a chance to create for them, I asked if I could help create a geotourism system for the mainland. And so together with copies of her pods and some hard work, I get to, including the placement and data maintenance, I get to create a thing called geopods. So that's how that was born.
Nice.
So people can ride the pod and it pops up a little message saying, hey, you're at Mount Campion, or hey, you're at the Nature Collective, or hey, you're at GlastonBelli Woods. It's really kind of neat. And there's just something about the mainland that is unlike anything else on the grid to help get the word out about the mainland and encourage people to visit and explore. I built visitor centers on each continent. And I've been working on encouraging creative and unique mainland locations to become part of the Geopod network. And Yavanna has already put so much hard work into the history on those routes, and now I get to kind of help expand on that by adding a few fun locations like Mount Moen or Mount Campion, and it's been exciting, and I hope that it will help revitalize the mainland by bringing a sense of community and belonging to an already awesome place.
I have been seeing those visitor centers popping up on mainland, and I was so happy to see you submit them to the destination guide as well. I love them. It's a brilliant idea. And I have to say, Mount Campion is definitely on my all-time favorite destinations list.
It is a good destination.
Love it. Thank you so much, Bryce. And now I'm going to pick on Zen. And Zen, nice to meet you. I'd love to know more about what you do in Second Life and your involvement with NatureCon.
Thank you. Well, I'm Zen Swords-Galway, and I own and operate the Zany Zen Railway, or Railroad as some people like to call it. I learned about NatureCon from just the group at Yukiko who I saw their passion for it, and I wanted to get involved. I've been running narrow gauge railways for almost a decade. 2013 was when I first started, and I really wanted to go bigger because I was only running in a small area. So I made the Zany Zen Railway in 2015, and finally became a full-time railway owner. Then after that, last year, Yukiko suddenly grew up around the whole railway and been stunned by an amazing community. So bonuses, I started a ferry with my best friend Amelia Elios, and that now runs from the end of the railway to Piri Peaks Fairground. We was planning on Bellicera, but we're still working out the complications. I'm still humbled and amazed that people were inspired by the ZZR. I've had so many people come up to me recently saying how much they love the railway, and I'm just happy I can give back to Second Life because it gave me the ability to own a full-size railway for a slight price. My job in Yukiko is mainly to put road cones on the AFK mayor's head. He has a lovely habit of going AFK in the town, so I give him a nice little hat or two every so often. I'm absolutely happy that I was invited to participate in this event and be able to bring a short little railway to the area.
I have to say, Zany Zen Railway is so much fun, and I'm so glad that you brought that here to NatureCon, and I'm kind of really excited. I hope we can go on a little train ride after this. Thank you so much, Zen. I appreciate that. I'm so happy to see what a collaborative effort this whole project has been. And I'm wondering, now that we've introduced everybody, all the organizers, are we able to go on a little tour? Can you guys show me around? We can show the viewers a little bit of the place. Maybe we can go on a train ride. I definitely want to see the volcano. What do you think, Soull? Yukiko, what do you think?
Absolutely. Yes. We actually planned a little tour for you.
Yay!
How about we start by hopping on the Cheddarworx train? So basically our little tour is going to go, we're going to enjoy a round trip to the Redwood Forest part, and then we can go over to the volcano and get a really nice view of both of the regions. A few steps from there, we'll go on a ride with the Zany Zen Railway and go up to the lighthouse. And then we'll take a little walk down to the beach and check out those mermaid parts, especially the Mermaid Grotto. Finally, we'll try to get to the art walk and loop back onto the stage. So let's hop up and get going.
I'm so excited. I guess we should stop our speak buttons so we're not disturbing people when we're teleporting around, maybe. Okay. Am I going to be teleported or am I following somebody? What's going on? What should I do?
I think that Soull can lead the way as of now, and I take over when we get to the bridge.
Okay, Soull. I'm following the leader. Let's go. We do have an audience sitting here. Hi to everybody, everybody that's watching us.
Hello, audience. We're going to be bumping all around you.
I know.
So we're going to head to, if I can not lag into the building there, we're going to head over to the park office.
Okay. Oh, I kind of let's mention the while we're here, this info pavilion. This is near the landing spot. They can pick up an event guide over here. I'm thinking. I believe. Do you want to mention that a little bit, Yukiko or Soull? I do have my sounds on. Yeah.
Yes, we do have a little. Sorry, I didn't talk for a while. We do have an event booklet where you can read up general information. You have a few nice pics, so you have also a little memory for when NatureCon is over. You will have an event map and an event schedule, so you know what's going on. By the way, the event schedule, we will have actually some more activities coming up because there is a lot going on short notice. So watch out for the group notices.
Okay.
We will inform you.
Excellent. So they can join the group and get informed.
Yes.
Okay, I lost Soull now. Let me go find, where did Soull go?
To the north.
There we are.
Park office. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if I bump into
got
people.
myself in place there.
Okay. So this is actually where people will land, right?
Behind me.
Yeah.
Yes, this is actually our official res point, and it's the park office. It's provided by the Nature Collective. So, as it says, it's a collective of 50 or more natural locations represented. You can find the link to their website here, where all these awesome locations are listed. Inside the office, there's actually Catherine Littlepaw's Welsh Art Gallery, and it's some beautiful, beautiful artwork that you should definitely have a look at before you continue on to your travels. So in the front, there's also an installation about bees and native planting, and that's provided by What the Buzz. So from here, let's try to hop on the train if it
the train is coming down from the and I've lost control of it. It's moving on its own, but it has one stop that it's making right now. So
okay. I don't know where. Oh, it's going to be coming here. Excellent. And we just hop on.
It's actually on the GlastonBelli, above the GlastonBelli installation, and then it's going to be coming through the tunnel.
Fun.
Tunnel on its way. Yeah. So maybe you can come up here and see it coming through.
Okay. Let me see.
And I'm in. So it's going to be to your right.
To my right.
Follow the tracks to the right.
Okay. Oh, this little tunnel here. It's like a little cave.
A tree tunnel. It's a
tree tunnel, right.
All out tree.
Oh, there it is. Here it comes.
Here we come. Yep.
This is fun.
Right. I will shut my mic off.
No, you're
and
welcome.
And then hop on when we get down here.
So how many people can sit in one train? It looks like we have a crowd growing over here.
I've had as many as 18 to 20 people on these trains.
Wow.
And that's just the engine and the two cars, so they fit a lot of people. As we were here starting the broadcast, there was a group of like 12 to 14 who had commandeered one of the two trains that are on this route. So
Can't wait to see. So people can sit on the train and it'll take them all through NatureCon, all through the different areas and give little messages in local chat. Is that just like the pods? Is that how it works? Trying to
this is basically goes through the mainland section, and then a Zen's is the one that does the Belisarius side.
Oh, there. Cool. Okay, so we'll grab a spot. Woohoo, we got a spot. Okay.
All right.
Everybody on board.
Yukiko, okay. Take it away.
All aboard.
All aboard. This is fun.
I actually have a little bit racing issues, so I just became another conductor.
That's okay. There's a lot of people here, but that's fun.
I'm look like we're in control. That's all.
Yeah, I'm actually okay on lag. I'm not experienced. I'm just getting some texture thrashing, but aside from that, the lag is pretty decent. Look at Yukiko up there with Cranston. Oh, looks like we got a full train.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Fun. We got a full train. Awesome.
Oh, hey, Helen's here.
All right. I'll be our tour guide as we ride the train.
I'm gonna try to cam everywhere, but if there's a specific spot, go ahead and tell me where to focus. So if there's a specific
on the will do. So we're actually going to come up on the booth spaces. So we have, again, contributor booths, and they have different little themes here, but you can reach 3 different level of booths that share different collaborators and what they have going on at their locations. Lots of really good information here to find, as well as information about real life natural things that happen, or information, news, and that sort of thing.
Nice.
So that's what we're coming up on right now. A lot of the booths that you'll see here actually also offer event activities, and these will happen throughout the 2 weeks of NatureCon. So if you visit the info pavilion, you can grab information about the upcoming events that are happening that some of our booth collaborators are representing.
Nice. And they'll have more information about their communities and destinations as well, so you can...
Absolutely. They'll have landmarks and different information available at their booths.
Great.
Looks like we're getting ready to head up. I'll just talk about what we're going to approach. So as we come up, and on our left side, we'll see the French Guiana Amazonian Park. And this is an installation by Le Chalet. So they are this really cool retro hotel, and they are huge 80s enthusiasts. So you'll feel like you're reliving the 80s when you visit Le Chalet. This is, again, a motel space and a marina on mainland. So it's a really, really fun place. They have amazing parties. I definitely suggest stopping by. And that you're going through right now, this is Paradise Landing. So like a lot of U.S. boardwalks, there's a little arcade and sort of a carnival sort of vibe. And right beyond that is the Amazonian Park.
Wow. I'm starting to experience a little bit of lag, so sorry for the frame rates, everyone. I'm going to try to see if I can turn down the...
There's a lot of nature to render here.
Yeah, it's a lot of nature. Beautiful nature, I have to say. Maybe I'll turn the shadows off for a bit and see if that helps.
Each train stops about 30 seconds, so just to give you a frame of reference.
So happy to see so many people on the train.
Well, I know.
Cranston, you getting a stress test on the fly. We're heading next into our parking lot area. So this is actually going to be, as we get ready to travel up here, this is actually going to be our connection point to the mainland areas of Sansara. So The Gateway International Airport has provided a connection space from our waters here up into Sansara, into the main roads, for some time. So we really appreciated being able to have Lethra and the crew from the airport actually open their gates and open their doors. If you see kind of on the left there, there's a couple of road signs, and they welcome us, you know, from the gateway into NatureCon and back out to the main roads there. So definitely, if you're flying, if you're traveling via road, Gateway Airport is a really great place to go through. We're really excited to also share a modern park that's on our right, and it's a contribution by Bay City. Inside, you find Bay City's super rich history, and I highly suggest reading the diary on the Bay City Post, where Mary Ann, one of our longest and most active members in the Bay City community, wrote a diary about the history of how Bay City came to life.
Wow, I would definitely want to read that.
Yeah, super interesting stuff. I really love everything that the contributors have shared with us at NatureCon this year.
Yeah.
And so we're continuing on, and on the left side, it's actually our entry point for Gateway, and nestled into the trees, there's a community garden installation, and this is provided by Geotourism. I always have such a hard time saying that, y'all. They have a really lovely living community, as was spoken about on mainland, and one of their many homeowners actually will offer a house and garden tour. So please feel free to refer to our event calendar, which can be found in the event booklets at the Info Pavilion.
House tours are always so much fun.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
I really, like when Belisaria, we did the open houses and the tours there, that was my favorite thing.
Oh, I see Eric Mondrian standing nearby. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
I've turned my sounds up slightly, and I can hear the birds and different things. It's so wonderful. I love the use of sounds here.
Thank you. We were really intentional about really helping you have kind of a full experience in nature. So you'll hear birds, you'll hear the occasional reindeer, if you can find them. You'll hear all different sorts of nature sounds around. We're passing the Mount Campion National Forest representation. This is a really beautiful installation that houses a nature center. I definitely suggest stopping in and checking it out. And as we round this corner, you're going to see Moorcroft represented. And this is another equestrian community located on mainland. They have a huge area in Sansara where they live, hang out, travel, and also offer many activities like competitive show jumping. And there's rumors that we might be able to have a cross-country event here at NatureCon. So stay tuned again to our event schedule.
That sounds fun. I might have to show up for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And that's on our right there as we pass.
So NatureCon is open until August 31st, right?
That's right. And we have events every day. So if you didn't get to see a different collaborator or area or experience, definitely come back to enjoy.
Okay.
All right, and our next stop, we're going to go through the Cranston's Redwood Forest, and essentially the trees will speak for themselves as soon as we approach them. So there's so many things to do in the Redwood Forest. You can bungee jump, you can zip line, and you can take one of the zip lines even over to the Volcano area. So we're going to head down over there next. And Yuki will take over the tour guide mantle once we get to our glass bridge.
Oh, we're switching tour guides. Okay. Ooh, look at the redwoods.
Yes, we're going to spice it up a little bit. So.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yuki with the spice. I love it.
Are we actually stopping at the Redwoods upper level and then taking the ropes up to the bridge and across to the Connection Cafe?
we can do that too, but it might be a little bit tricky with so many people trying to grab the ropes at the same time.
Yes.
We just had a little ranger waving at us, I think. Or was that? Yeah. It was so cute.
He's from Mount Campion, I think. He's one of the rangers from Mount Campion.
I love that.
So the train will stop here. We are going to descend.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes, good luck. I hope I don't fall into any hole.
Okay, here we go. Oh, there's free swag here.
Yes, we actually have quite a few gifts around here. Also, you can, for example, join the artist hunt, where you can get some really nice pictures. So I highly recommend to have a look at that. You can find information about the artist hunt and the other event hunt that is going on at the info pavilion. So I'm gonna try to hop on that rope. It works.
I was wondering how Soull was doing that. I was like, cool, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Soull is right. Okay.
Try it.
So do I have to wait?
Wait for the ball to come back down, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it. And then I just sit on it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, well, I have to turn off my AO. There we go.
Perfect.
Cool, this is fun.
So
I'm being attacked by the train.
Yay.
Oh, no, I'm not.
So we're gonna continue our way onto this very dangerous looking
This is kind of scary.
Bridge.
I have very bad balance. I hope I don't fall. I love all the rangers everywhere. Did you guys plan that, or are they just kind of hanging out?
Yes, of course we did plan that. Everything was planned. In detail. No, okay, jokes aside. Actually, it was an idea by the Mount Campion people. They, when we talked and discussed, hey, how could you contribute?
Yeah.
They came up with ideas, and as we discussed, the idea came up, hey, what about the park rangers coming around? And I said, hey, that's an awesome idea, and they will host a little science and nature trivia event too. So I have no idea what they are going to ask, but I am sure this will be fun. So now we are here on the glass bridge.
It's kind of scary, I have to say.
Yeah.
Do I want to look down? We can. There's a volcano.
Great views.
So behind is the Connection Cafe.
Okay.
Where you can have a seat, enjoy a peaceful time, while you are still in safe distance of the volcano, which Cranston told us already erupts from time to time. And by the way, there are some caves too, but be an adventurer and find them yourselves. I won't tell you more than
secret
that.
caves, guys.
Yes. Let's head on. And sorry, I don't want to pressure.
Oh, is it erupting? Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Let me turn my shadows off, see if we can get it. I don't know if it's going to work.
It'll be a big, bright fireball, so it shouldn't be too hard to miss.
I think I'm kind of frozen right now. Watch me watch me crash because the volcano. The eruption of the volcano is going to make me crash.
Very powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful.
Okay, there we go. Let me try to get it, and it's not rising for me, but that's okay. It's just we have a lot of people around us, which is amazing. I love that.
Yes, it is. We are really excited that so many enjoy it.
You guys opened up yesterday. You've had quite a lot of traffic, people coming by. I know people have said that they've already visited and are having fun.
We actually had some traffic before because, the grid drives are happening during weekends. And they have been asking us if they could pass. So nothing is blocking. So we had actually a few people already before, but not as much because we weren't officially opened yet. But since then, yes, we have many. Do we want to continue a little bit?
Yes, I got it on camera. I'm so happy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, please follow me over here. We are now on the southern region of the two event regions.
Sim crossing. Brace yourself.
Yes, be be careful, region crossing coming up.
Don't get me in trouble with Patch. No, but
yes. We are going upwards
up here,
to our left side. Yes.
So NatureCon is on 2 regions, expanded
exactly.
on. Okay.
Exactly. So we have osmium in the south, and which is where we are now, and in the north we have ruthenium. I will say something about that later once again. Here we wanted to show you the bird observatory.
Oh.
And as you may notice right away, there are also some information panels.
Yeah.
So in general, we had also the generous support of content creators who create all these awesome landscape items and animals. One of them here represented GLC animated animals. They contributed this bird observatory with many interesting information panels. So we all can learn more about birds. Of course, we all love great sights and enjoying nature. But we found it to be important that educational information is included too, rather in, kind of playful way, but also to inspire people to find out more how we as individuals can help to preserve and protect our ecosystem. So I really want to recommend reading all these informations. It's really nicely done by everyone. You can find that with almost every installation.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love all the thought that you guys put into everything.
Well, I have to say this is a collective effort, so everyone put it in. So big shout out to everyone who collaborated here. Thank you for all your effort. It's amazing. We are still in awe too, and we still discover so many interesting things. I would like to invite you to walk over to our Zany Zen Railway. We talked about it earlier, and we are going to take a little ride. So
another ride, yay!
Pathway upwards.
Okay, wait, I lost Yukiko. Hang on. Which way should she go?
This way.
I'm.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, there you are.
Yes. Sorry.
I got distracted by the pony. Sorry.
Yes. No problem.
Okay. I'm like crashing into. I'm so sorry, guys. I have like no control over my luck.
Very narrow pathways.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We probably gonna crash all at once if it happens.
It'll be a group effort.
Oh, what an adorable train. Okay. Ooh.
So
there we go.
Please take a seat.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to.
Wherever it suits you.
I think I got one. There we go.
Oh, I almost sat on your lap. I didn't mean to.
That's okay. It's all in good fun.
I wanted to sit on the same spot.
My wings are sticking out of the train, but that's okay. Only in Second Life. Okay.
So, as we have talked about earlier, and as you have heard, and we're really happy that people are giving this feedback, the Zany Zen Railway is known and loved by many, and they are located on mainland. I have been riding the train quite a few times, and the nice thing is it's quite a long ride. You should really take advantage of that if you haven't yet, to see some nice and interesting location along its railway. And I suggest we just enjoy the view, because you can have a really nice view as we ride the train. And then at its final station, we will descend the train to have a look at the lighthouse, which is part of the contribution provided by the moles.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask you. I know our moles from the LDPW are involved also with this event. Can you tell us how that happened?
Yes, of course. So the background story is that actually we started with a little idea, like 3 days on a quarter of a region with about 10 collaborators. It turned out quickly that a lot of people liked our idea, so the numbers suddenly grew up to 25 collaborators already, and we knew, okay, they need the space.
Yeah.
Sorry, and they deserve the space. So we were looking for a different location that suits our intentions. And then we found these event regions, and we thought this is a great visual connector for our idea to connect and collaborate between communities of mainland and Belisaria. And with all that space, of course, we wanted to invite as many people as possible. And as we all know, the moles are the ones who provide all this landscape for Belisaria. So, how to say, it was natural for us that we had to invite them. And yeah, they accepted. We were super happy. And that's how it came all together.
Wonderful. And this lighthouse is the mole's contribution?
The lighthouse is their contribution. I mean, it's quite, what's the correct word? It's quite characteristic.
Beautiful.
Right. The lighthouse is quite characteristic for Belisaria, we think. So we're really happy that they provided this one. You can take the hang glider here, and
there's a hang glider.
I would love, yes.
Fun.
I want to grab the hang glider.
We have actually quite a few racers around here too. So horses, this hang glider. There's a really funny sub-oceana.
I'm kind of scared.
Scooter. It's super funny. I don't dare to go down, but if you want to go down, let's meet down.
Should I grab it? Oh, too late.
If you want to, we will meet down at the beach.
This is frightening.
And have a look at the Mermaid Grotto.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Yes.
Is this going to take me to the Mermaid Grotto? The hang glider?
No, you have to steer yourself. Good luck.
Oh my goodness, I was just like, I'm just flying on my own. I had no idea. Yeah. I think I'm just diving into the water now.
Well,
okay. I'm like at the bottom of the ocean, guys.
Accident.
Someone teleport me back. I'm just going to steer.
Oh my.
Nobody warned me I had to steer. Well, obviously I'm not very good at this thing.
You know, that's just like with NatureCon. You will be surprised oftentimes, and you just try to find a quick solution. Yeah, I'm sure you will make it.
I'm flying back now.
Okay, I'm just hopping down.
Right under the water there, and you can you'll see where we are.
Okay, so we're going down right where I am. I guess I'll just go down. Like
I don't see you yet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go underwater again. Hopefully, kind of close to where the lighthouse was. Oh wow! Okay, I see stuff down here now.
Yes, you are at the right part. So.
Oh, maybe I just fell off the right part. No, the right. I just fell off. Hang on, let me go back.
You're close.
So
we're not sending you an LM because this is what we go back the other way though. But this is what we encourage, just exploring. There's so many things to see that it's really fun to just, sort of hang out and explore. Strawberry, we're on the other side. So
okay. Yeah, I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
See, I need my hand held. I can't do this on my own. Hang on. It's okay. The viewers are getting. I love my swimming animation here. I guess I should go a little bit lower. I hope I'm going the right way now. Am I? I feel like I'm not.
To the south.
I have no idea where I am. It's okay. I think we can go. What's after the Mermaid Grotto? Or why don't you guys teleport me? Can someone teleport me?
Yes, of course we can teleport you.
That'll be easier.
No problem. I just have to find you.
Hang on. Oh wow, I don't know what's going on with my screen right now. Something just happened. That was amazing. Whatever just happened. Thank you, Yukiko. I don't know. It just went zooming everywhere. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow, this is where you guys are. Nice.
Yes. Okay, so let me tell you a few notes about it, because our show is close to be over.
Oh, yes.
So
We have 5 minutes
I
left.
want to tell a few nice things about it.
For
The landscape here in the southern part, where the moles have contributed their build, is actually a mix and match of their many themes. So all of these went into this unique landscape here. You won't find it anywhere else. The decoration here in the grotto is actually a mix and match with some of their fantasy-themed landscape items.
Yes, I see that.
And yes, it's really amazing what they did. And yeah, just like everyone else, they went above and beyond with their installation. And if you continue exploring towards the north, you see the installation of the aquatics community of Second Life. They were kind of blending in. Like I said before, we wanted to celebrate connection and community through the shared love of nature. And I think this is one of the great examples where we think that it was highlighted in an amazing way.
It's wonderful.
If you want to, we can quickly hop on the art walk.
Sure.
And those should be those last 5 minutes where we can go back to the stage and
is there a quick way? There's a quick way of getting there.
We have to find the quick way.
Oh wow, this is gorgeous. So I'm just camming around the Mermaid Grotto a little bit. Whenever you guys are ready, teleport me to the art walk, and then. But I'm just showing.
I'm about to.
I just want to show the viewers the Mermaid Grotto a little bit. This whole area is just beautiful. Gorgeous.
I'm about to TP you over just a second.
Okay, great. And then yes, I know we have 5 minutes left, so we can hopefully cover that. But there's so much more here to see and do. So
there is
definitely,
indeed.
You guys come by, check it out. It's spend some time for the next 2 weeks. There's going to be a lot of people here. You can come socialize and hang out and make some friends. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I may point out a few things real quick for our audience. So here on the right side, you can find an aquarium. And then the next thing that you can see here is the plastic soup installation by the SL Coast Guard. So in other words, protecting our waters is huge on their agenda in every regard. And as we continue, we pass by the docks where you can hop on the ferry shuttle service, which is provided by another collaborator of ours, Daria Rainier. People can travel with her ferry between NatureCon and the Bellisaria Fairgrounds, and of course back again. And then a really funny exhibit is made by the Bellisarian Bureau of Bureaucracy, who came up with a very funny way to introduce us to insects. I know many people aren't a fan of insects, or in this case, beetles. But they did, like everyone else, such an amazing job in presenting them. I recommend to follow the Gazette too, where they will provide a story, bit by bit, about Mr. Beep and his adventures with the beetle. So that's
what's inside the pyramid here. That's what I was wondering what this was.
Exactly that.
So cool. So this is by the BBB. Nice.
This is the BBB installation, exactly. And they have a lot of information around here. And like I said, they came up with a really funny story about beetle. So
wonderful.
You should have a look at it. We can have a look here out of the window. There you can get a glimpse of the boat onto the boats of the Leeward Cruising Club and the Vanguard Vikings. The Leeward Cruising Club will offer a boating cruise, and the Vikings will host a violin concert, and it's actually going to happen on their boat. So once again, check out our event schedule to find out about the many events happening. Yes,
lots of activities. Wonderful.
We we hope that we can inspire people to connect with each other, to make friends, to enjoy a great time. And, NatureCon is here for 2 weeks, but all those communities, all those projects, they will stay for a long time.
Right.
And we really hope that people get to know each other and can contribute to our amazing world. Thank you all for watching.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to the whole team. I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. I know how busy you must be. So I appreciate, thank you to the whole team. You guys look in the description of the video for all links to NatureCon. As also, after the show, I'm going to add a few more links to Cranston's places and Yuki's different links and so forth in the description right after the show too. Check it out, but definitely visit NatureCon before it's over on August 31st. Again, thank you. And any last words? Anybody want to say anything? Cranston, I see you standing there.
It's been a real honor to be a part. I've been watching LabGap for a long time, so this is great to be on this.
Well, I'm glad to have you on it. I know I have known your work for a while, so I'm glad. Well, thank you again, Yukiko Soull. Anything you want to say?
Yes, I want to say one thing, and that is events happening, and we are continuing to celebrate here right after this show with Nadia Neville from Eza Radio, who, by the way, provided a 24/7 NatureCon radio for us. So our contributors really did so much for us. Thanks all of you, and I hope you all stay with us and listen to some nice tunes too, and come back very often.
Wonderful. Radio station too. Awesome. Thank you again. Thanks to all our viewers for watching. And remember to keep an eye on the Second Life community blogs for more information about LabGab. And remember to stay safe and stay virtual. See you at NatureCon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.